Welcome to Tweed Talks. With your host, Pedro and Crystal Tweed. Guest, Kaye Liautaud. Tweed Talks starts now.
Well, hello. Hey, what's going on?
Oh my God.
What is going on?
You know,
I don't know.
That-
This is something new.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I think we need to change it.
Yeah, we do, but I don't know what's going on. Hold on a sec.
Style? Yep.
Okay. There we go.
We're here. Okay. And I'm actually pretty proud of you because when that went wrong,
Yes.
you didn't automatically blame me. Because when
Are you insinuating that I blame you for everything?
you blame me for anything that goes wrong with Tweed Talks.
No, you know what happened one time?
What had happened was
This is what had happened. One time I was doing the dress, getting the dress for this movie that I was doing. I forgot what the name of the movie was. And you had to start it, but you like to go on Chrome.
because
But-
Chrome is the better search engine.
Yes, but
We're gonna ask.
But we created this on just the regular computer.
Yeah, on the
So-
other one.
So it doesn't recognize it. So therefore, you lost everything.
You
there.
guys that are watching, tell me what search engine you like to use, in which browser you like to use, because even for my schooling, they say make sure you're using the Chrome browser. I don't know what it is about Microsoft
I don't
Edge
know what it is.
that Pedro likes.
Mhm.
But,
No,
you know,
it's
we
just
let him rock with it.
no, it's just because I created it on the other one. That's it. So it's easier to find. And just now, StreamYard is over.
Safari, get out of here! Come on, Dwayne,
No,
you're
I
bugging
think
right now.
that's what he used on what is it, iPad or something like that.
Yeah,
Because
that's the browser.
yeah, that's the browser that I use on that.
So you guys,
Safari.
during the holidays,
Uh-huh.
I like to bake all the time, but during the holidays, I usually like to bake something really special. And
Mm-hmm.
I have all kinds of food sensitivities. So I found this gluten-free baker
Mm-hmm.
in the height of the pandemic, nonetheless. Selling gluten-free treats literally on the side of the road. On the side of the road. So I have been with her ever since, stalking her.
Uh-huh.
In September, they finally got a brick and mortar store. They rent a space inside the Callicoon Marketplace for anyone who knows the area.
Yeah.
And these are some of the best ginger cookies I have ever had. You're a ginger man.
I
You
do
are-
like ginger.
You are the
Because it's good for
gingerbread
you.
man
It's good for you.
in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and these are delicious.
Yeah. Gluten free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I love a lot of the stuff that she makes, but if Pedro eats it, that means it's good because he doesn't have celiac, and sometimes
I don't have
gluten-free
anything.
can taste,
Let me move closer to you, I think.
they can taste like
There we
cardboard.
go. Listen, so we weren't gonna do a show. This is gonna be our last show for this year. But I really wanted to get Kaye in because her show is coming up pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaye I went and did her show.
Yes, you
You
did.
were supposed to go, but you were busy because you was busy doing something.
What was I doing?
I think he was shooting something, commercial or something. I don't
It
know.
may have been the play.
Oh, the play.
Spring
Yes,
Summer.
that's right. You were doing that play. But she's a lovely young lady, and she played on the movie Bex with
Okay.
your friend Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
She played the wife. She was Let me tell you, if you haven't watched the movie, go back and watch the movie
Mm-hmm.
because the beginning of the movie is like crazy,
Yeah, it is.
crazy, and there's some twist and turn and while you watching it. So and everything that you see at the beginning, you just keep watching. Just watch it again. We bought it right away.
Ooh, there's a little kick in these cookies. Yes. So, and you did the show. It's like the interviewer became the interviewee. What was it
Mhm.
like being interviewed?
It was fun. There, I'm not going to talk much about it because you see it on the show how you develop.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very well prepared show. You know, I know we don't have any notes.
Not like
We
this.
don't have any notes,
We
but it's
fly
a
by the
very
seat of our pants.
trust me, it's a very well prepared show, and a lot of people are going to be surprised.
Yes.
A lot of people. Oh yeah, and Charles is supposed to go there too.
I think
Yes.
you chat with our viewers, and I'm gonna go get my latte. My latte.
She's gonna get her latte. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but she was doing some TikTok where she sold all this equipment, and in the equipment she was making latte for the public, and she just made one for me. It's a lot cheaper than going to Starbucks. It's delicious. Okay, so while she's getting her latte, Charles, yeah, big things happening. The anniversary of Charles' movie, which I was not in that movie, is coming. Is going to be pretty soon. So Charles, drop off the date of when you're doing that movie. 10th anniversary of the movie. Okay, so I'm waiting for my wife, and then we're gonna have Kate come in. But while we're waiting for her, I'm gonna play a little video. Okay. Right.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, and I'm your host, Kaye Liautaud. Today on the Kaye Liautaud Show, I will be sharing with you all my Canadian experience.
It's cold out here. Canada's cold.
I'm Kaye Liautaud, and today I'll be interviewing DJ Envy and his wife, Liautaud. Welcome.
There you have it. Did you think you could do that?
We want to do it about the size of this circle. We're going to keep it easy for you. We're going to make the size of the circle.
I'm starting to feel like a pro here.
You know, ever so often I like to take a moment to myself at the end of my day and do a little self-reflection.
Okay.
Breaking the board.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Yes, we're gonna talk
First
about breaking
thing
the board.
first.
And okay, we'll bring her in.
Introduce her.
Hey folks, welcome to Tweed Talks. We have tonight on our show Kaye Liautaud. She is coming in. My husband was a guest on her show some time ago, and now we're gonna flip the script and we're gonna bring her in and we're gonna chat with her about her upcoming episodes that will be dropping soon. So let's welcome her to the show.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Welcome. Welcome to Tweed Talk. We tried to have you
Yes.
on once before when the movie came out, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So how you doing? How's everything since I seen you last?
I'm great. You know, it's the holiday season, so I just
Mm-hmm.
finished up buying gifts for my family, and I also made a stop at the UPS store in my neighborhood to pick
Mm-hmm.
up some gifts for family, and that turned into me seeing how hard these people work. It was very crowded One guy even tried to skip me, giving you a little story here, tried to skip me and just so nasty to the employees. You know, it's the
Wow.
holidays. Expect a line,
Mm-hmm.
expect to wait. You know, they're looking for your packages, and I felt so bad. So I walk home and I have some extra Christmas cards, some extra chocolate, and I decided to put a little something together. Go back a
Mm-hmm.
second time, and they know they saw me a second time to tell them thank you for the hard work that you do.
Oh,
And
Wow.
they were so elated, like the elation on their face, you could tell how appreciative they were. So, you know, it's just a reminder of how important it is to be appreciative of people during this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
And
for
it's the
sure.
birth of Jesus. Okay, Christmas,
Yes.
we celebrate Jesus. Gifts or not, packages or not.
Right. That's the important
You
thing that
know,
a lot
that
of
is the
people forget.
perfect segue into this bag of fruit, candy, and chocolate that I have been getting from my church since I was
Mhm.
since for as long as I can remember,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still getting them as an almost
As
50
an
year
adult.
old woman. And you know, my siblings don't live around here, but and they moved away. And every time I post about this, they're like, "Oh, I remember that." You know, it brings back such wonderful memories. So when Kay said that, I thought that was the perfect segue because I had it, you know, I had it placed over here on the side, ready and waiting to be on display.
uh, Charles says that look, the comments started already.
You have a smooth radio voice.
Oh, I've been told that before, actually. Yes, I've gotten that before. They say your voice is so soothing. You got that actor voice. You got that therapist voice. You need to
Hmm.
be a therapist. Thank you.
And Dwight said he loved chocolate.
He loves chocolate. Everybody loves chocolate this time of year. And cookies.
And yeah, we have the cookies here and the
I eat dark chocolate every single day.
Love dark chocolate. Oh, dark is the
that
best.
chocolate. That chocolate is good for you. That
Yes.
chocolate is good for you. So tell me, how did you? Yeah, I know that you went and studied acting and things like that. You went to college for it.
Hmm.
How when did you get the bug to do that?
Okay, so actually, I never wanted to be an actor.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell people that, they're a little bit stunned by that because of the acting work that I have done. But
Mm-hmm.
ever since I was a child, my dream was to be a fashion designer, and
Uh-huh.
that started from my grandmother's sewing machine at a very young age. My grandparents, you know, they're from Haiti. Haiti and
Mm-hmm.
Dominican Republic. So my grandmother and grandfather, they shared what we called the office. So my
Mm-hmm.
grandfather had his office desk that he didn't really like me sitting at to do my homework. And then next to his office desk was my grandmother's sewing machine table. And that's where I would sit to do my homework. And I would put my foot on the foot pedal and I would see the fabric laying around. And that's what sparked an interest in fashion design. So something changed when I get into my high school years now. And I think that happens for a lot of people. I started to become curious about acting. I
Mm-hmm.
was still watching the Disney Channel in like my freshman, sophomore year. This was the days of Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly
Of
Place,
Waverly Place.
the
Wow.
the shows that made Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez what they
Uh-huh.
are today. And I wasn't necessarily watching the shows just for the storyline. I was watching the shows because I wanted to see what the actors were wearing. I was
Oh,
watching it
Oh,
for
okay.
the wardrobe to see what they were wearing, how uniquely the outfits were put together. And so that kind of gave me a love for the relationship of the person to the
Mm-hmm.
clothing. And I wanted to know more about the person that was inside of the clothing, the character. And come my senior year, I'm trying to pick a major. It's time for me to go to college. And my fashion teacher, because I was head of the fashion club at school, I
Mm-hmm.
was president of that club. She said, you know, maybe you want to go into theater arts. I still wasn't sure. She said you could delve into costume design. And so I tried to delve into costume design when I started going to school for theater. But then that gave me the love for acting. So it was
Mm-hmm.
just acting for me.
Yeah, because you get the bug. Once you do one, then you get the bug.
Yeah, and it's very hard to shape.
Yeah,
Very hard.
because you weren't going to be a model right from the beginning, right? You thought,
No, I
yeah,
wanted to be a lawyer.
yeah. From
Yeah, went in a little bit of a different direction.
right, different direction. So, and then you got into the movie,
Yes.
and was Bex your first movie?
I would say it was probably my first major role in a movie.
Okay.
I've done independent films before. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them they get scrapped, you never get to see it. Some of them you get
Yeah.
like a one or a two liner.
Mhm.
Vex was the first film where I actually had a character that was sort of driving the storyline, right? Because the
Mm-hmm.
character Knight, he does what he does because of my character Summer,
Right,
which
right.
I probably shouldn't tell anyone what that is. But
Go
I
watch it.
would I would say out of all of the projects that I've worked on, Vex is actually one of my favorites.
Oh,
Okay.
wonderful.
Because it was during a time in my life where I was going for my bachelor's degree. I was in school for journalism, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like I kind of fell off the rails with my passion. As good as I was at journalism, going to school and everything like that, I just really didn't have the time to take on roles or go for any major projects. So Vex, I actually auditioned for that in the summer of
Mm-hmm.
2019. Hence my character's name, Summer. Summer. I auditioned Summer
Summer.
2019.
Okay.
Yeah, and my actual birthday's in summer. And so I decided to submit for that role actually because I liked the name. When I was a little
Oh, okay.
girl, I knew my birthday was the first day of summer. I'm like, I wish my name was Summer. Right?
Aww.
So it was the perfect timing because we filmed in summer. I was out of school. I had the time to dedicate to it. And what made this project so different for me was actually the cast and
Mm-hmm.
the director, Dwayne. People were
Right.
so dedicated to making the character come to life. And what I liked
Mm-hmm.
about working with Dwayne is that he was passionate about his project. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a money grab. It wasn't a look at me, I want to be famous. It was I'm a writer, I'm an actor, I'm producing a film and I want to put art out there because that's what a film is. A film is a piece of art to be able to
Right,
create a story from beginning, middle, and ending. And also, what happens to me in the movie is pretty cool, which I'm not going to spoil. It's the
no.
thriller part of the movie. That was fun. I have always wanted to be a part of a project where I can be scared a little bit, where there can be a villain.
Yeah.
That was probably the only time in my life where I can say it was fun to be a victim. I could
Oh,
never say
No,
that in
yeah.
reality.
and then you do as Sundar? Did you work on that?
Oh yeah, Sunder. Okay, so thank you.
That happens. That happens.
Yes,
Sometimes you
yes,
forget.
that happens when you do so much. It's kind of like, oh yeah, I did that too. So yes, Asunder. So Vex actually led me to Asunder,
Mm-hmm.
because Dwayne was working on Asunder as well alongside Vex, and so
Mm-hmm.
he saw my work in the film. He liked some suggestions that I had made to him, which is why he brought me on as a co-executive producer, and we got to collaborate creatively. And he thought I'd be good for a role on Asunder. And so I
Mm-hmm.
ended up reading for that. And I just found myself in Brooklyn one day filming for my character.
Yeah, and now he's directing you on the new show.
Yes, my new show.
Eventually.
And this is how great of a director he is. So I actually told Dwayne that I had a passion for fashion. I
Mm-hmm.
do fashion illustration. If you go on my Instagram, you can see some of my artwork, where I merge the two, like fashion and art together. Since I just didn't have the time to make clothes. If you look at Vex very carefully, you can actually see some of my artwork in there. It's sort of like an Easter egg. And
Mm-hmm.
then we used it for Asunder as well. My
Oh.
character is sort of like she's an undercover art student. So my fashion art is showcased in there as well. So I just see it as a blessing that I get to merge both of my talents together. Like, yeah, if you watch that show and you look around, you'll see some of my artwork. And so my new show, the Kaye Liautaud show, which Dwayne is directing, some of my artwork is on the set too. It's
Oh.
like, yeah, it's like hidden in the set. So like when you're watching the show, you want to keep an eye out for the background and see if you find it.
I love that because now you're working on what, the third project with Dwayne?
Is it my third? I have to count. Yeah, it's the third project. Okay, it's the third.
And I just that makes me think of how important it is when you make relationships with people on set, and how that can turn into multiple projects after that, and then you become sort of like a family.
Like me and Charles, and I've been in what, 4 of his movies.
I don't know.
And now we're doing book tour. We're doing a book tour together. And I couldn't be on the last one because we had a gymnastic competition. But this is look at this.
I'm sorry, we made history. That's so funny.
That's on the set. Is there the work you're talking about? Is it there?
I don't see it in this picture. Although I think Dwayne's shirt is really a work of art, and so is yours. So is yours, Coach.
Something funny, I have to say, you guys look like a family. It looks like a family photo. Wait, put it back up really quick. Put it back up. Oh, look at Dad and his 2 kids.
Dwayne, she's making you older than.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I can kind of see that.
Love it. Love it.
This is another photo from.
That's from the set, yes. So that's my interview couch. I think every talk show, if you look at it, like the Sherry Shepherd show, the Jennifer Hudson show, the Wendy Williams show, even the Rosie O'Donnell show, way back when, they all have a special seat, right? So I was like, that's gonna be my special seat, was that pink couch.
And then at the end, you give a wrap up of the show and your thoughts.
Yeah.
Your special thoughts, which is better than Jerry Springer.
I mean, Jerry was the original inspiration.
The OG.
Let me bring all this chaos together at the end. Yes.
We have a couple comments.
We do. Okay, let's go to the comments. Brianna, say hi.
Hi.
Oh, Dwayne said that you and him have matching hair.
Yeah, we went to the same bar.
When you guys go to the barber shop, you ask for the Pedro tweed, and then this is what they give you.
Yeah. Brianna said, "Oh, nice picture." Yes.
Thanks.
Then also I think see, they changed this, and they must have changed it since this morning because I couldn't find it for a second.
Oh, what are we showing?
Let me see.
It just went away for a minute. Oh, you know what's funny? This morning when I was at work, I was looking, I'm like, who is this that he put in his story? I was like, oh,
He said the show.
Because it's a very dramatic pose. And I'm like, who is this model that he posted in his story? And I was like, oh, never mind. Love it. Oh,
this is from your fashion, right?
The fit.
Yes.
The fit. Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. They changed it a little bit, but yeah, that's part of it. This is the first one, right?
Yeah.
So how can folks see the show?
So we're actually going to go live January 1st, because not only is January 1st New Year's Day, but that's also Haiti's Independence Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys knew that. So
I
every
did not know
year,
that.
every year my Haitian friends would always ask me, "Oh, you had soup?" Or like even a non-Haitian would be like, "Oh, you're Haitian. It's New Year's. Yeah, did you have the soup?" Yes, I had the soup. The soup jumeau. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Tell me what. No, I don't make that. I make the soup from the other side of the island, the Dominican Sancocho.
Dominican Republic. Yeah.
So say the name of the soup again?
Jumeau, soup jumeau. And jumeau in Creole or French is squash, butternut squash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a thick and hearty soup. It has noodles in it, like the thick rigatoni noodles, and they
Mm-hmm.
cook it very soft so that it's easy to like chew with the soup.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes people will actually put rice in the soup. It has meat, turkey neck, beef. Some people will use pork, carrots, and all kinds of vegetables. It's and celery. My mother makes it every year. She's like notorious for making it. Like no soup jumu could touch my mom's. And
Okay.
it's important. The soup is important because if I remember the history correctly, when Haiti gained its independence, it was a country that was over underneath slavery at the time. It was very colonized, and so when the Haitians basically won, they had defeated. They were starved for so long that soup jumu became the soup that they ate to celebrate their independence. So that's a dish that we have to drink with pride because you're not hungry anymore. That's why it's so hearty. They put everything in there to celebrate the independence and also being able to eat again.
Wow, I absolutely love that. And I love how important food is to so many different cultures. Like it's not just food that will nourish you physically, but even like emotionally, spiritually, because I feel like there's so many different cultures that have some sort of hearty soup or
Mm-hmm.
soup, something like that, or stew that mean, that have a big meaning behind it. So I think I'm probably gonna have to learn how to make that.
Yeah. My wife is learning all the Dominican um, plates,
Hmm.
and she learned how to make some culture, and she makes it better than me now.
I think you only made it once though.
Once, that's all I needed to do, and then you took
That
off.
was like no.
The same thing with pernil.
Yeah.
Now, did your parents speak French to you when you were little? They still do?
They spoke Creole to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they spoke Creole. Interestingly enough, my mother actually can speak Spanish too. I have some
Yeah.
fluent Spanish speakers in my family because my grandmother's grandmother was Dominican,
Mm-hmm.
but my grandfather, when he was in Haiti, my aunt and my mother at the time, they moved from Haiti to go to Colombia because my grandfather
Okay.
got a job teaching
Mm-hmm.
in Cali.
Hmm.
But they lived in Bogota. But oh no, I'm sorry, I'm switching it up. They lived in Cali, but he taught in Bogota. That's
Hmm.
important to know. Yeah, and then in their teenage years, my mother and my aunt came here, but for some reason they didn't speak Spanish to me. I feel like they kind of robbed me of that. It would have been good if I knew both languages. I can
Right.
understand Spanish a little, but I guess they felt it was more important for me to know my Haitian roots, for me to speak Creole, to understand the language.
Okay.
But they speak French too, but just not much with me. It was just Creole.
Yeah, I think that's so important. And and I always say that's one of the things that specifically like in the US, in the schooling, it's not really stressed
Mm-hmm.
to be fluent in another language. But if you look at these other countries, even in Europe, one of the main languages that
Mm-hmm.
they learn is English. And most of them, when they come over, they can speak fluent English. We have a woman in our church who's from the Netherlands and was speaking fluent English because they made it an important thing for them to take in school and to be fluent.
Okay. So let's go back to the.
Sure, sir.
So
Nicole says she loves
she
sancocho.
loves sancocho.
Oh, my sister eats and makes some Haitian dishes. She used to live with a beautiful family. Oh,
Oh,
boy.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, boyfriend.
Hmm.
Oh, we got to investigate that. I just recently found out because I'm finding out from my mother more and more. We got to put detail on that. Um, um, about my background, I just found out that my father is actually part Haitian. And I didn't know that until just a few years ago. Why are you looking at me like that?
I mean, it's been,
And yeah, well, 5 years. That's recent.
I don't know, the pandemic messes you up, but you've been like, when was it?
So I'm gonna put the date on that.
Oh, okay. Right. So the day it comes out, we said January 1st, right?
January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And you can watch it on YouTube.
On YouTube as well. Yes.
Yes.
So let me update that so we can put that on the ticker. Drops on
So
2025 is coming, you guys. How crazy is that?
Uh,
let me ask you another question.
yes.
What time is that?
Oh,
Because
I
it's live
believe
at
3. Yes, I believe 3 p.m. is when the show is
3
supposed to air.
p.m.
Yeah. Did you know that more people watch YouTube more than any other streaming platform?
I
I didn't
wouldn't
know
have even
that.
guessed that.
Yeah, I did a little digging because it was important for me to put my show on a platform that everyone watches. And some
Mm-hmm.
people, when they think of streaming, they're like, oh, okay, so maybe like Netflix, or people have Hulu. But then when you look at the Nielsen's report,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube had ranked the highest. And some of my favorite podcasts and other shows that I watch on YouTube, like Candace Owens, Russell Brand,
Mm-hmm.
redacted with Natalie and Clayton Morris. They have a large viewership
Alan?
because they're on YouTube. Because whether you have the app or not, you're able to access YouTube even if you don't have an account. So to
Mm-hmm.
draw more eyes to the show, it just made more sense to do YouTube because you're just a click away or a tap
Yeah.
away.
That is so true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's so true. Because a lot of times when we have a guest on the show, especially with our
Some people.
older audience,
Yeah.
who may not have a Facebook account, we always tell them you can watch it directly
In YouTube.
on YouTube.
And they do.
Like you said, you don't even need the app. Just type in youtube.com in your browser, in your Chrome browser.
Yeah.
And you can watch it from there.
Yeah. And will be what is that? What day is that? What day does it fall on?
Oh,
That's Wednesday, I think. Wednesday.
It's exactly a week after Christmas.
Oh, well, we'll be off at the time, right? We won't be working.
We have off on New Year's Day because it's a
Yeah.
holiday.
Yeah. And so you done with all your shopping now?
With all my shopping, yeah, I'm pretty much done.
What are some of your Christmas traditions that you do?
I've never really thought about it. New Year's traditions, yes. Thanksgiving traditions, yes.
Do you
Christmas
usually get
traditions.
together with your family on Christmas, or do you usually keep it low key and?
No, I get together with family. I like to keep Christmas cozy.
Mhm.
So I like to just kind of stay home. I'm not really a person that's like, oh, it's Christmas Day, we must go out. I prefer to stay indoors with my family. I'll be spending it with my cousin this year. So
Oh,
we're gonna put on, the necklace like with the lights, the little
yeah.
light up necklaces. So I got one of those. The whole family's gonna wear it. Make hot chocolate. I bought a nice French mix of hot chocolate in Union Square today, which is really good. 'Cause it's like a mixture of dark and milk chocolate. Not that Swiss Miss junk. Cause
No Swiss Miss.
oh, you understand? Ah,
So we
people
are,
are
we
always
are
like, yeah,
fresh
good old Swiss Miss
This
and
is,
water. I'm
this
like,
is all
no.
fresh.
cocoa.
This is all fresh.
And you know what I just discovered, Kay, was Mexican hot chocolate.
Yeah, so
I
a little
didn't know that
spicy.
was
I
a
tried that.
thing.
We didn't know it was a thing until just 2 days ago.
And I just started throwing some stuff in the frother, and I didn't quite make it, but I was just like, oh, I have some cinnamon, I have some of this, and it was actually pretty good. So I think I told my husband I was gonna make it on Christmas Day, and add a little more spice to it. We'll see.
Yeah, you see,
Hi,
a
Angelica.
hot chocolate. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You know a hot chocolate is gonna be good when you have a frother or at least a blender just to get
Uh,
all the powdery clumps in there, like it's just smooth. But yeah,
Dwayne,
and then with the Christmas movie, that's Christmas for me.
Dwayne,
Oh no, you
Dwayne
did not.
Dwayne said he likes Swiss Miss. Listen, Sam's Club, big bags.
D, I will send you the recipe.
I don't understand it.
Have one.
I don't understand it.
I don't know. You need to get the cocoa powder. You
Yeah.
need to put, the fresh milk in it. And
Yeah, everything.
so
Everything
listen,
fresh.
if you guys are watching, you have to have a frother. If you do not have one, get one. It is essential to your hot chocolate and your latte making regimen.
And
It is.
listen to how she sound, because she was selling this on TikTok.
Yes.
So
Oh my
she was doing a
God.
whole hour just talking about that little thing.
If you could talk about a frother for an hour, you know,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Pretty much.
So for Christmas, we usually lay low also. Thanksgiving, we do a huge family gathering. Like lots of family, they come over here. And I'm like, oh, does anyone want to do anything for Christmas? So we decided a couple of years ago that we usually just like chill at home in our separate
And play games.
areas. Well, not that day. Not that day.
They play games and I go
like
to sleep.
Kaye said, you lay low, you know, and it's just, you know, quiet, you know, no hustle and bustle in the house, you know, just chilling at home,
So,
making some hot chocolate.
let me tell you, I think no, I know this is going to be a great show. Not because I was a guest on it. It's just the format of it, and you know the way it's set up. And because I said, oh, we're done, and then something else came up again. Oh, so I was really surprised, and that's a surprise in there when on the time when I went, when I actually Kate gave me an idea, and I'm going to start doing that later with the car wheel.
Tell us about the board
Oh,
breaking, okay?
Board
the
breaking.
board breaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started Shotokan a year ago, and
Okay.
I train in my neighborhood in Queens Village for Shotokan with Shihan George Ashkar, who's actually a friend to Shihan Grant Campbell.
Okay.
But yeah, but Sheehan Campbell, he's not in New York. So when I started taking class with Sheehan Ashkar, I had never broken a board before. That was actually one of the things that I was afraid to do. So I know they come like in a different size, like a different thickness of a board.
Mm-hmm.
So I was told you could break it with your elbow, you could break it with the palm of your hand, your fist, your knee. There's so many ways to break the board.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to make it as real and as authentic as possible, we waited until we filmed that day for me to break it with the palm of my hand. I wasn't
Okay.
sure what I was going to be breaking it with, because I have tried like my elbow once, but that was like long ago. I've never actually had to like break a board like with the palm of my hand. I thought I was gonna hurt myself.
Mm-hmm. So,
I think we need to get some boards.
so when I met my wife, she came to my kickboxing class, and we had, you know, we had some students that were breaking board, but we had this reusable one. It's like a plastic
Oh yeah.
that you insert.
Yeah,
And
like
I
a
don't know
puzzle.
what,
It's
yeah.
like a puzzle.
And then, so it's equivalent to breaking a 1-inch thick board.
You had several boards.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was one of the tests to see if my wife was going to be my wife. You know, she had it. She had
Oh,
it.
You can break this board, we'll get married. How did it feel to break the board?
it felt quite liberating actually.
Hmm. I bet. Yeah.
It does feel a little liberating and it does feel a little empowering. It's like, wow, I did that.
Hmm.
Did you surprise yourself?
Yes, I did. I
Mm.
definitely did. But I think Sheehan Campbell also too has that smooth therapist voice just to kind of get you in that mental headspace
I
so you
saw
could
that.
break this board.
Yeah, I saw that on the video. You know, it was very soothing. He has that voice like you for radio, but I don't know why you also had the voice for TV too and talk shows.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting how you had the idea for a talk show, and it's interesting how you're doing one facet of art, and it like
Leads to another.
and it leads into another thing that you would never even think that you would be doing. Like 5 years ago, would you think, or 10 years ago, did you think that you would have your own talk show?
Okay,
Maybe
so
you did.
not exactly, but what I do remember was when I was in high school, they had asked me a question, like when they do the senior videos, when all the kids are about to graduate in school, because I thought I was going to be an actress at the time, which I am, but I at that time I didn't really think that I would get anywhere with it. They had asked me on camera, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where are you going to be in 10
Oh,
years? And I distinctly remember, I said, oh, I'll probably have my own show someday. I distinctly remember that.
that's so
And
funny.
I, I up until now I didn't think about it. Like now I didn't think about it because you asked me. I actually did a commercial. My first
Mm-hmm.
national TV commercial for Nestle's chocolate crunch,
Nancy
the
Crunch.
crunch
Yes.
bar, which is not Nestle anymore. I believe
Mm-hmm.
they're owned by Ferrero now, but it was for the crunch bar. And when I had did that commercial, a lot of people from my high school were like all in my DMs and commenting on Instagram saying, I remember you, I saw you. And I remembered, oh yeah, I said I was gonna have my own show in like 10 years, but it hasn't exactly been 10 years yet at that time. And so it's just so interesting now that, oh wow, I actually do have my own show. It's fulfilled. Crunch
Yeah.
is just like, okay,
How
you got on TV, but now you kind of own what you're trying to do on TV, I guess.
how
Mm-hmm.
crazy is
Do we
that?
consider YouTube TV? I don't know if YouTube is considered TV. But either way, it's
Consider it
Yeah.
my own
hosting.
show.
It's hosting.
He's hosting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is just so crazy.
Um.
Because when you're asked that is such a difficult question because when you're still in high school, I mean, very few people know what they're gonna do. Like there's
But
like
I
a
wasn't
small.
being serious. I didn't take it seriously. I
You
just
were
said, I
just
was like, oh,
that's why
just
it's even
dreaming,
better.
having fun. Like I knew TV was something I wanted to do. I was like, oh, I'll probably have my own show. And when I walked away, I remember thinking I would never have my own show. I would never.
Like who
I
wouldn't
watched talk
desire
shows. I
that?
would never.
Guess what? If you think back, you do plan things in your head, even if it is in jest. Like my wife. You done that too.
Did I?
Yeah, you done it several times. But I tell you, when I was studying martial art and I was in high school, the same thing with me. I said, oh, one day I'm going to end up teaching gymnastics. And I just said it, on the fly. I'm going to be working at recreation department because that's where I was studying martial art.
Hmm.
And I thought, just like you said, I totally forgot that I said that. And then one day I was coaching. I said,
Oh my God.
oh my God, I'm doing exactly what I said I was going to do, but I wasn't serious back then. So sometimes we plan it in our head, we plant it there and sitting there, and then all of a sudden start to grow and manifest.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that people say, they didn't even think about it. They put it in the back burner, and then all of a sudden,
It
hey,
comes to
you here?
fruition. Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
I gotta ask you something about you went on the Cherry show.
A Sherry show. Yes, I went on the Sherry show.
I
I
want to know.
wasn't. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I want to know how you got a picture with her because we were there too.
Oh, okay, so I have a really good friend. Her name is Aisha. And Aisha called me out of the clear blue one day and said, I have tickets to go see the Sherry Show. Do you want to go? Because I know you're trying to start your own talk show. So I guess she thought it was something that could inspire me, something that I could learn from, which it definitely did give me inspiration. And I did learn a lot from watching the show and how everything works. And
Mhm.
Aisha became a contestant to play a game on the show,
Oh,
and
okay.
she kept trying to encourage me, like, you should tell her about your show, you should try to talk to her. And I was like, no, I don't think she's gonna talk to me. You never think that the person that you admire, you look up to, that you enjoy seeing on television, you never
Right.
think that they're gonna listen to you. And
Right.
so she gets up there and she tells Sherry about me, and my friend comes back to our seat in the audience. She goes, she wants to meet you. I said, oh, okay. So I go backstage and I take a picture with her, and I told her about my show, and I will never forget what she said.
Mm.
She said the last thing she said to me was, there are plenty of room for us Black women at the top, Kathleen.
Mm.
Something that something that not even, unfortunately, my peers have never said anything like that to me, because with
Hmm.
females, especially when you're in school, there's a lot of cattiness, there's a lot of competitiveness. And
Hmm.
so to hear a woman with that much success, someone that you look up to, tell me something like that, it meant a lot.
Hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you that question because I
Mhm.
felt that there
She
was
she was
more to that
wonderful.
picture. Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
there
she
was.
was wonderful. She was so humble. She was down to earth.
I have a story to tell, and
Please.
I know that I'm going to end up on her show one day promoting my books. But when she was on the View, she was looking for a reflexology, which is something that I do.
Hmm.
So I said, "Oh, I do reflexology," and she sent me a private message. And I said, "Oh," she responded. And she said, "Where are you?" But nothing happened from it. I think she left the View after that. But yeah, I had that story to
Wow.
tell.
Wow.
You could have been giving Sherry Shepherd reflexology.
Yeah, I still may go on the show and do that.
You got to shoot your shot.
That's right. That's right. So listen. This show is going to be great. I'm going to show the first video of
Okay.
it, which is the tease for the show, and remind the people that it's starting on January 1st.
Welcome to the show, and I'm your host, Kaye Liautaud.
Oh, that was quick.
That's quick. Yeah.
I love it, but it's so I love it when a production is really well put together. Like
Hmm.
I appreciate that. So it looks really, really good, and I'm so excited. So excited. So tell us what you have. Do you have anything else coming up aside from the show coming up for the new year?
Well, we are going to try and continue to film season 2 in 2025. And, we want to keep the flow the same way. Because what's unique about my show, the K Liautaud show, I call it the KL show for short, because I
Yeah.
know, I know, I know my last name is extra, so we can just call it the KL show for short. Um, what we try to do differently with the show is that you actually have 3 shows in one, because the show is broken up into segments, like what
Hmm.
Pedro said. You have the initial interviews portion of the show, and then we move into K Finds, where I show you interesting things and interesting people that I find. So sometimes those will turn into a product review, or like a miniature interview that helps to support a local business. So you have Kay finds, and then we transition into Kay's thoughts, and I tell you what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what I thought for the day. So if someone didn't have time to watch an entire 20-30 minute episode, if you're like, you know what, I just want to watch Kay finds, you can watch that, and it'll feel like you just saw an entire episode, something, a different portion of the show. So I like to promote products, books, like your book, that
Hmm.
which I read, by the way, and it was really good. The 666 turning
Thank
into
you.
999. That was
Oh,
clever.
okay.
Yeah, I took a look at that. And small businesses, nonprofit organizations, and I think out of all of the organizations that I had looked into, the one that I was most intrigued by was the Walter A. Kite Memorial Foundation. It is a nonprofit organization that helps students elevate their education. So
Oh,
helps you
awesome.
get scholarships and educational resources. Yeah, and
Scholarships and educational resources.
yeah, you can look them up. I believe their Instagram and Facebook is the same name. It's going to be W.A. Kite Memorial Foundation. And from there, you'll learn more about the nonprofit organization, and also it'll lead you into their website so you can find more resources. But I really think people should look into it. Who doesn't need a scholarship to go to school, right?
Hmm.
So
Listen, I could
shoot
use
your
one of
shot
those right
with
now.
education.
I could use a scholarship right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to school right now for
Oh,
broadcasting.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, she's doing that, and she's also the sports writer for the newspaper up here. She does a lot,
Yeah.
and then take
Thank
care of me.
you.
I was giving you
Can I take it?
gifts.
Oh, honey, that's so sweet. That's sweet. Kay, you have been such a wonderful guest. We are looking forward to seeing your show on
Thank
1
you.
1 at 3
Okay.
p.m. We will have our, actually, if we follow it now, can't we hit the notification bell?
Yes,
Yes, you can. Yeah.
yes.
Of course you can. So you hear that, you guys. We will post the link to the YouTube channel in a few moments for you guys to watch. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified for when the show goes live and you can catch the Kaye Liautaud show. See, I said it right, didn't I? Did I say it right?
Wow. You probably
Yes,
look
but
at it.
you gotta try to put the accent at the end of it. Liautaud.
Liautaud.
There you go.
Yep, you got it.
Liautaud.
Yeah, because it's French.
Liautaud. Yeah,
Liautaud.
she
The American way is just Liautaud. No, trust
Liautaud.
Liautaud.
me.
There
Trust
we
me.
go.
As a kid, I got Liautaud, Liautaud, Leotard. No,
Liautaud.
I had so many different names growing up.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I could only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, people still ask me why my name is in Spanish, Pedro, and Tweed English last name.
Yeah.
Colonizers.
And anyway, Kay, thank you so much for joining us on Tweed Talks.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to be
It
here
was a
tonight.
pleasure to have you on.
Do we know how to say Merry Christmas in Creole?
Yes, I think it's the same as French. Joyeux Noël.
Voyez Noël.
Say that
Yeah.
again.
Joyeux Noël.
Voyez Noël.
Joyeux Noël.
Yes, yes, Joyeux Noël. And
There you go.
Joyeux is spelled Joy, like joy, and then they add EUX at the end.
UX.
Yeah.
Joyeux Noël.
Joyeux Noël.
Joyeux Noël.
You should remember Noel. Okay, thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you for having me.
And have a wonderful evening and Joyeux Noël.
Yes,
There we go.
Joyeux Noël. Bonne nuit. That's a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. That was
How
wonderful.
lovely was that?
Yeah, she's pretty nice. She's pretty cool. And before we go, let me tell you, I think up here, Charles said, January 10th is a free event at the Hollywood Art Center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's premiering the Savior, which was his first movie.
You know,
And it's a 10-year anniversary.
I saw his post and
Okay.
I looked at him. I was like, look at Charles. He looks like a baby. So I am just grabbing that link from YouTube and I'm not subscribed. So we're going to subscribe
Mhm.
and I'm going to grab the link really quick.
No, I thought I was subscribed.
I don't know if you're subscribed. I wasn't. You may be.
Tweed Talk, we are.
Okay, wonderful. Wait, where's my Facebook now? Here we go. We can't leave without posting this. So, what were you referring to before?
There was a couple of times that things happens then, but I couldn't remember right when we were talking. But that you just happened to end up doing, the modeling, for example. You didn't want to do that before.
I did not. I did not want to do that.
The same thing with film. It just happened to be, things happen like that because we do have it in our mind, and somehow we're moving towards it without paying
Did I post
any mind to it. You'll come back to me. Anyway,
you guys, I don't know what I'm doing.
so honey, the first thing that I gotta tell you is that
Oh my gosh, what are you gonna tell me?
I'm gonna
You're
tell you
making me
this.
nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
Have I done anything that doesn't make you happy on purpose?
Oh my gosh, tell me.
Okay,
Now I can't
so
wait.
your first gift is not coming until the 29th.
Well,
Can you guess what it is?
Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna say this, you guys. Last year, the most amazing gift that Pedro got me didn't come until it was for Tres Reyes Magos. Our Hispanic
January 6th.
Yeah, January 6th. So even if a gift is late, it doesn't matter. Tell me what it is. Wait, should I?
No, you should guess.
Oh, you want me to guess? Oh, I love to guess. Okay, my first gift.
January 29th.
Wait, January 29th?
No.
Oh,
December 29th.
You guys didn't see that. You guys didn't see my reaction. Bill, hi Bill. Hi guys. Have a great holiday. Call me soon.
Okay. Do I have your number?
I don't know how to put you guys. I don't know why this is giving me a hard time. Oh, there it is. There is Kaye's YouTube channel. So please, you guys, I just put the link in the thread. So please make sure you click on that page, click subscribe, and then click the notification bell. Okay.
Okay.
So we're guessing. So if you guys are still on, help me guess what my gift is going to be. And it's been really hot this whole time because I drank that latte.
You should be able to tell because, the reason I tell you now is because you've been asking me every day.
There's new comments and I don't know how to get them. New comments. Okay, there we go. All right. I need you guys. I got something big coming in the new year. Bill, send us a message to Tweed Talks right here on this page. And, we'll talk.
Tweed Talk 5.
5 what? Don't even tell me.
No. I'm giving the email.
Oh,
to Bill.
tweedtalks5@gmail.com. You could also do that. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked.
29.
Okay, December 29th.
Yes.
Okay, my camera lens came in already, which I tried it out today. Okay, give me a hint.
The hint.
Did you get me another ukulele?
That's your hint.
Oh my gosh.
What is it?
You guys were going to see the Temptations.
That's right.
Why isn't it coming until the 29th?
That's when. No, I already got the tickets, but that's not happening to the 29th.
Okay,
that's when the show is.
The Temptations and the Four Tops.
And
where are my local? Hey boo, hey. Layla, come say Merry Christmas. This is our last show of the year.
It's the last of the year.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, so
wasn't it funny?
So you see how Dora drink just for herself, but
this is another good drink, you guys. But where's the boba?
I didn't get boba this time.
Oh, no boba tea.
I'm leaving.
Anyway, she's leaving.
Wait, you're leaving the house?
She got a coat on.
Is your friend here? She has to come say hi too. What's wrong?
She has to come say hi. We're leaving.
This is her sister, friend, cousin.
And I gotta tell you something about my niece over here. And you see her, she competed with us for a few years, and she just now realized that her being a state champion is an important thing. She's like, you mean like I was the state champion or the whole state?
Oh, the whole state. That was so funny.
It never hit her until just like a few.
How old was
she? Was like 6 or 7.
Well, she started doing back in spin when she was like 5. She came in with all these muscles, So.
All right, you guys can move.
So you guys, it's the end of the year.
She said I do kind of look like you, so we'll tell that story afterwards.
Yeah.
So listen, you guys, the Temptations and the Four Tops. If you are local, get tickets to see the Temptations and the Four Tops at Resorts World Catskills in Monticello.
Do it fast because there weren't too many seats left.
Did we get good seats?
Yeah, the best that we could get.
Are we in the front row?
We in the middle row.
Okay.
We are in the middle row, and yeah, we're gonna be there. Bill, I think I have Bill as a friend, so.
Dwayne, you should come up and see the Four Tops and the Temptations.
Yeah, Dwayne, you said you were gonna come and tumble, so come in and we get tumbling. Okay?
I'll tumble for you.
All right. So now we are going to say. See, this thing is different now. You see.
You guys, this is the last show
Last
of 2024. Tweed Talks was a little bit sporadic, after, July of this year because I went back to school and I was doing plays and then I got a job and all of it's been great. You guys have been following us and watching the posts. So, we just have been a little bit crazy. And next year it will probably be much of the same.
Yeah, she has how many months? Yeah.
I'll be done with school in 2027.
Ooh, okay.
But that's soon. In January, I'll already be on my 7th month.
All right.
Crazy.
So now we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna close with Dario.
Dario in the clear.
Yes. Dario in the clear.
Dario is one of the coolest people in my life.
All right. Love. Peace. And harmony. All right. Oh, really brilliant.
Photos. And more. Oh, I don't know. You got only one original member. Oh, get ticket. Get ticket. Hey, Messina! Messina. One of Sullivan County's most knowingest comedians. Thank you, Messina. Bye, guys. Feliz Navidad.
Oh, this video was on Start My Life. All right. Bye-bye.